Hey everybody, welcome back to VectorSigma.info. Dan here. So I've said this a couple times now throughout some videos, and all of our gameplay videos have the Extra Life banner going on. In my update I put out about a week ago, I said I would consider running weekend events for Extra Life. So I've decided that I'm going to take that, and I am going to do it. I asked the Patreon how they felt about it, if who would be into it. I do know that like time restrictions are going to be tough for some parts of the world, and our Patreon has people from all over. So it was hard to hit everybody, but I think I'm going to pick a good time where I'm going to hit at least three of the time zones pretty accurately, and maybe if this one does successful, my plan is to do another one in October, and I'll hit another time zone so I can get another part of the world active in it if they show interest. But while we're getting that in there, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what this tournament's for and why we're doing it. So the tournament is for Extra Life. Like I said, I'm doing an Extra Life campaign, and I started an initial goal of $500, and I hit that $500 really, really quickly. So I've kind of plateaued recently, and that's fine. I hit the first goal real quick, so it makes sense that I'm in a little bit of a lull, but I'm okay with that. But what I want to do is I want to play games for kids, and at the end of the day, Transformers, this game may have been made for kids, but it's not. But we all love this game, so I wanted to run some events just for the campaign and for the charity and for everything about Extra Life, and I think it was perfect. I obviously love this community and love how involved everyone can be, so I figured why not do a best of both worlds type thing and run this event and see how it goes. What I wanted to do is I wanted it to be something unique. I didn't want to just throw in some normal format just as a repeat offender. I wanted people to have fun with this and maybe even try and dig some information that we could use moving forward for the Alpha Trion Protocols. So one of the things we've been pushing around recently is the idea of a format with only one Titan per team. So I'm calling that format Titan 1, which is going to be the format for this event. The specific things for it, other than it is all cards are legal as per normal, except the rules are going to be you can only have one Titan Master on your team. Yes, if you're playing Sky Shadow Sync, that counts as your Titan Master. And yes, Fortress Matchsmith is legal. He's pretty much the only one that, quote, breaks the rules because he's technically two Titan Masters. But I'm going to surpass that ruling and say Fort Max is okay and Sky Shadow Sync is okay, but you wouldn't be able to play Sky Shadow Sync and another Titan Master. If you play Sky Shadow Sync, that's going to count as your Titan Master. So now if you want to play Sky Shadow, you have to play a 10-star character or less and go about it that way. You can't just pair him with Perceptor or pair him with Horrible or Fangry, etc. You have to use a Windsweeper or other potential 10-star or less characters. So that's one thing, and I think it's a pretty big change to the format. I think your Quake decks don't have three Titan Masters anymore. Your Horrible can't be just paired with Fangry and do your normal stuff. Perceptor can't just pick up a couple different Titans. Now you have to choose a Titan to base your, that you want to use in your list. And I think that'll be an interesting way to explore this format with Titans. And as I said, it is a format that we were considering moving forward. So this is a great way for us to get the information for that. Now with that, I have decided that this is a campaign for Extra Life, and there are a couple things that I personally despise in the game. One of them is Peace and Tyranny, and the other one is Daring Escape. And I don't despise either of them for negative reasons. I despise them because I think it's just negative play effects for most players. Daring Escape, nobody likes to sit and stare at someone as they're playing with themselves. And yep, that was probably not the exact word to use, but hey, we used it. And the other one is Peace Through Tyranny, where I just feel it takes away a lot of the gameplay effects, and I would rather see games played without those cards. So those are going to be the ban cards for the format. The dates for this is going to be September 19th and 20th. September 19th will be the start date. I am planning for an 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time start, so that's an 8 a.m. for the West Coast, and obviously 11 a.m. for the East Coast people, and then it also goes to the UK time where it's like a 4 p.m. start. So that's kind of the idea now. And I do it that way because, like I said, that hits 3 time zones. I think it's pretty fair for those 3 time zones. Unfortunately, I know for like the Malaysians and the Australians, that time zone might be really hard, and I understand that. So if you can't participate, that's fine. Like I said, if this does well, I plan on doing another, and I will probably flip the time zones actually to try and make it easier for you guys to be able to play in those events, because if you want to play, I would love for you to play. The course of how to play is going to be through webcam and through the Vector Sigma Discord. If you're not currently in there, I will get you a link to it, and you will be invited to the general, and you'll be set up for the Extra Life event, because that's how we'll run everything. There will also be a Smash GGG page, which is going to be the point of, that's how I'll run the whole event, and that's how I'll set it up, and how everyone will know what's going on. And that should be pretty, if you haven't used Smash GG yet, we've been using it for our last few events. It's really simple, it's really easy, and it's nice. It gets everything involved all in one spot, so which is really nice. So the plans for the prizes currently are 50% of all entry fees will go right back into prize fees. So the registration fee is going to be $20. So that means $10 per person is going to get thrown right back into prize support, and it'll probably get spread out through the top 8. That's pretty much exactly how we do our events for the Alpha Trion series, where it's a $15 buy-in for your Patreon, $10 of that gets taken and gets thrown in the prize pool. This will be the same thing. The only difference is that the extra $10 will get automatically donated into the campaign. That's the whole point of this. The whole point is raising for Extra Life and gaming for Extra Life. So that's why it's gonna be that way. The other thing we're gonna do is random door prizes. It's gonna consist of many different things that I can kind of come up with in the next couple weeks. So like one of them is I for some reason keep getting these dice, which is the Extra Life dice. They're pretty cool. I have a picture of it up on my Twitter if you haven't really seen it, but it's a pretty sweet die. And I got 2 of these extras, so I figured, you know, it's a nice clunky die. If you're into D20s and you're into like collecting different ones for different symbols, it has like the different symbols, like a spin down wood from Magic the Gathering, if you guys know what that is, where it's like the logo for Extra Life and it's on there. It's pretty sweet. It's a really, really nice heavy die. I have 2 extra of those. I'm gonna give those around. I'm gonna give those out. I have some extra SRTs that I could give out. Honestly, I still have, if people are interested, I have a couple good amount of Perceptors and Convexes that I could sign and give out as door prizes as well. And then last but not least, I actually still have an extra playmat that I made. Nope, not that one. This one? Nope, not this one. Alright, so I have an extra playmat, which is the one that I play on, the Perceptor playmat. I have an extra one of those as well, and I think I'm going to raffle that off as well, and I'll add that into the random door prizes. I will be looking to gain additional door prizes. I don't know that I'll be able to have them for this event, but like I said, the plan is to run multiple events over the next few months. So with that, look forward to maybe not this month, but maybe in the following month, some very unique door prizes that I'm hoping to acquire. If not door prizes, maybe it'll be the top prizes in like the top 8 and stuff like that. But we'll see how it goes. I still have to get some information back on how that's going to work. So with all that, if you want to register and you want to do it up front and you just want to get involved, you can, right below me it says there, all payments can be sent to vectorsigma.info@paypal.com with the note in it. You can put a note in there. It says what it's for. Write Extra Life. So that way I know that's your registration for it. And once that happens, if you're not in the Discord yet, send me a message or send the Vector Sigma account a message, and we will get you into the Discord so you can get involved that way. Like I said, the plan is for September 19th. I'm giving people a bunch of time. It's basically a month from this to decide if they want to play or not, and they can test the format for the next month. We're going to be testing the format for the next month too, so like I'll be involved. I will not be playing in the event at all, but I'm still going to be testing the format and giving people ideas if they need it and stuff like that. So that is the current idea here, and this is going to be the first event of this series. The big thing, the big plan here is that I believe it's the November 10th, November 11th weekend. That's like Extra Life weekend. It's like the big weekend where they celebrate everything. So I'm planning on trying to do something very, very big for that. But I need to kind of get my feet wet, run these, and see how it goes. As some of you might know, I did run a 10-man event all in one day, and it went really well. It went really smoothly, and everyone really liked it and really enjoyed the idea that it felt tournament-esque because you were at somewhere for a long period of time and got to play the game. So that's kind of where the idea came from, where people showed interest in wanting to do events like this. So because of that, I felt this was a good idea to do it. This is a great reason to do it, and it's a great cause. And I want to thank everybody in advance that's going to sign up and going to play. I'm looking forward to it. And hit me up within the comments if there's any questions or concerns about the format, and anything else you need. Once again, thank you, and I'm really looking forward to this, guys. Have a good day.